The Industrial Revolution, when machines took over the world. You ever stop and think about how crazy it is that almost everything around us, from the clothes we wear to the phones in our pockets, started because of one massive shift in human history? A time when people traded hand tools for machines, farms for factories, and candles for electric light? That, my friend, was the Industrial Revolution. And honestly, it was one of the most dramatic glow-ups the world has ever seen. Let's rewind a bit. Picture this. It's the early 1700s. Most people are farmers. You grow your food, make your clothes, and if you need something special, you trade with your neighbor. Life's simple, but it's also slow. No cars, no trains, no electricity. If you want to send a message, it takes days or even weeks. Everything depends on nature, the weather, the seasons, and how hard you can work. But under the surface, something was brewing, a quiet storm of ideas and inventions that would soon flip everything upside down. It started in Britain, and honestly, it is kind of ironic. A small island nation kicked off a revolution that would change the entire planet. They had coal, iron, and most importantly, a hunger to build. People were experimenting with machines that could do what humans did, but faster. And then came one invention that lit the match: the steam engine. Now, the steam engine wasn't completely new. It had been around in different forms for a while, but when James Watt improved it in the late 1700s, it became a powerhouse, literally. With it, factories no longer needed to sit next to rivers for water power. They could be built anywhere, and that freedom, that was the spark that started the fire. Suddenly, production exploded. Machines were weaving cloth, shaping metal, grinding grain, all faster than human hands ever could. It wasn't just a boost in speed. It was a total change in how people lived. Before this, one person might make an entire shoe by hand. Now one person made just the heel, another did the sole, another added the laces. Assembly line style. Efficiency became the new religion. And that's where things got complicated. Because while factories brought jobs, they also brought hardship. Imagine working 12 to 16 hours a day in a dark, smoky building filled with loud, dangerous machines. Children were working too. Tiny hands that could fit into small spaces, fixing gears that adults couldn't reach. It's heartbreaking to think about now, but that was the reality for thousands of families trying to survive. Still, despite the struggles, innovation didn't slow down. It exploded. Textile mills popped up everywhere. Ironworks powered by steam built bridges, ships, and train tracks. And oh yeah, trains, as we can't skip that part. The steam locomotive changed everything. Think about it. Before trains, if you wanted to travel from London to Manchester, it took days. Now you could do it in a few hours. Goods could move faster, people could travel farther, and for the first time in history, the world started to feel smaller. And when you make the world smaller, you make ideas spread faster. New inventions popped up like wildfires: the telegraph, the spinning jenny, the steamship, and eventually electricity. Every invention was like another domino falling, leading to even more progress. But here is something people don't always talk about. Not everyone was happy about this new machine-driven world. Some people saw it as the end of craftsmanship. They believed machines were taking away the soul of human work. A group called the Luddites actually started destroying machines in protest. To them, the Industrial Revolution wasn't progress, it was theft. They felt robbed of their dignity, their jobs, and their way of life. And honestly, I can kind of understand them. Imagine spending your whole life perfecting a skill, only to watch a machine do it faster, without even breaking a sweat. That must have been tough to watch. But here is the thing about revolutions: they do not wait for anyone's approval. They move forward, whether people are ready or not. By the mid-1800s, cities were booming. London, Manchester, Birmingham, they all became magnets for opportunity. But with growth came crowded streets, pollution, and poverty. People packed into small apartments. The air was thick with smoke. Sewage ran through the streets. It wasn't pretty, but this was the cost of progress. And while all that was happening, something else started shifting: the way people thought. The Industrial Revolution didn't just change machines, it changed minds. People started believing they could control nature, not just live under its mercy. That mindset that humans could shape their destiny became the foundation of modern science and technology. And of course, the revolution didn't stay in Britain. It spread to Europe, America, and later Asia. Each country added its own twist. In the US, it fueled the rise of cities like New York and Chicago. In Germany, it powered industry and innovation. And in Japan, it sparked a rapid modernization that shocked the world. By the late 1800s, the world was almost unrecognizable compared to a century before. Steam turned into electricity. Factories turned into industries. And that set the stage for everything we know today. Cars, planes, computers, even smartphones. And when you really think about it, all of that, every bit of technology we use today, can trace its roots back to that one turning point in history, when machines first started replacing muscle. But there is one more side to the story, and it is one we're still living through. The Industrial Revolution taught us that progress comes with a price. Sure, we gained comfort, speed, and innovation, but we also created pollution, inequality, and a dependence on machines that still shape society today. We learned how to build, but we also learned how to destroy. And in a weird way, we're living through our own industrial revolution right now, the digital revolution. AI, robotics, automation, it's the same story, just with different tools. People are asking the same questions all over again. What happens to jobs? What happens to creativity? Are machines replacing us or freeing us? History has a funny way of repeating itself, and maybe that's why it's important to look back, not just to see how far we've become, but to remember what it cost to get here. So next time you pick up your phone or scroll through your feed, just remember, it all started with a puff of steam and a dream that humans could build something bigger than themselves. That as the Industrial Revolution, the moment the world decided it would never be the same again. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next one.